I was observing one time in a second grade classroom, this was several years ago, and you know, teachers, when you know that you're going to have a visitor in your classroom, where do you put the chair? In the back. Probably by the hamster cage if there's a hamster. And that's where I was in this second grade classroom, sitting in the back next to the hamster cage. And there was, that moment between activities where the teacher was shifting from one subject to another. And in the midst of this shift, one little second grade boy started wandering toward the back of the classroom. And he's walking toward the back, and he's very intent. And I thought he was going to talk to me, but he wasn't looking at me. He was looking at that hamster cage. And he kneels down, and he's looking intently in this hamster cage. And I'm wondering, what in the world is he looking at? The hamster wasn't really doing anything at that moment. And he calls out, hey, how come Henry's water bottle doesn't leak? And he got no response. So he tried again. How come the hamster's water bottle doesn't leak? And the response was, that's not what we're doing right now. Please come take your seat. Now, I'm not suggesting that the teacher was wrong. We all know that the hamster cage, the hamster water bottle was not the next thing on the day's schedule. But what does it unintentionally communicate to the child? I'll tell you what it communicated to that child. Because he stood up, looked at me, put his hands on his hips and said, they never let you learn anything here. Out of the mouths of 6-year-olds. We have to remind ourselves, and Bernard reminded us of this this morning. We're not teaching curriculum. We're not teaching textbooks. We are teaching children. We are teaching young adults. We are teaching people for whom curiosity will likely be more important than whether or not they can label the future progressive verb tense.